Hi, Rachel Ramback here, and I am about to give you one last tour of my current studio space before I move into my brand new studio in just a couple of weeks. So before we go into any detail, I'll just give you a nice 360 overview, and I will tell you that I've already started moving some things into the new space, like my bookcase, which used to be right here and now is being occupied by my guitar and music stand, and some instruments here and there, as well as some office supplies. So the room is a little bit more bare than it usually is, but you still get the idea. So we'll start over here with my piano, which is where I spend a good chunk of time in this room. And you can see my Tubano drum, which is very popular with my students, is over here. And then over here, I've got my drawers filled with stickers for my students. This one's empty because I have assignment sheets that I need to copy and put in there. Calendars for their binders. Blank staff paper. My old invoices that I don't use anymore now that I use the wonderful Music Teacher's Helper. Reading notes on the staff. Guitar chords. Blank paper. And then piano books galore. So nothing too exciting, but it's nice to have right next to my piano for easy access. Then over here I have my beautiful windows, which I'm really gonna miss in my new studio space, but it'll be worth it. Then I've got this little desk here, which we use for doing theory or for anything that involves writing, and it's more for younger kids because you can see that it's really small. And then the stools that we use for guitar, just when we're doing any kind of written work. Down here I've got my iPod speaker, my old iPod that doesn't get a whole lot of use. And then over here I've got my puzzle poster. It is actually a puzzle that I glued together. It says, "Don't count the days, make the days count," and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite things in this whole room. Over here I've got my bin of books, which is being guarded by my little friends here wearing their headphones. As you can see, I have quite a collection of books. Someday I'll have to make a list for a blog post to share all of these books that I use. And now let's go through these drawers. And I have to warn you, I have not even looked in them, and I know they're a mess, so bear with me here. And I can't even open this one. Okay, this is embarrassing. I'm usually a very neat person, I will say, but this is kind of my junk drawer of the studio. So I've got guitar chords, visual aids, schedule cards down here, extra guitar strings, a whiteboard, extra plugs. Okay, just kind of a mishmash of things. We'll close that drawer back up. Then in the next drawer, I've got some hand puppets, a bunch of castanets, this really cool instrument that one of my families got for me in China, some lollipop drums, kabasa, caterpillar, a nice little assortment. Down here, I've got some handbells, some little plastic figures that I use with a couple of different songs, colorful scarves, these little plackety animals, these are kind of cute. And in the bottom drawer, oh look, more lollipop drums, a thunder drum, some rhythm sticks, rhythm fish, paddle drums. And in this bin right here, the top drawer is just a mishmash of shakers maracas, fruit shakers, rain stick. Very random. I should have cleaned up more for this tour. Oh well. And I've got lots and lots of egg shakers and castanets, tambourines, bells, other things that don't really have a home. My husband got this for me in Mexico a few years ago. Kind of a fun little instrument. Okay, now let's move over to my desk. So this is where the blogging magic happens. And you can see the new addition to my desk. Keep calm and blog on. And I actually made that. I used a poster that I found on Etsy as my inspiration and thought it was so cool and very relevant to my life. So I've got my MacBook over here. You can see my preamp for recording is set up down there. And of course my blue Snowball microphone. I've got my scanner and my bamboo pad, and then just some little cute knick-knacky things. My CD, time to sing hello. Then over here, all of my office supplies, my inbox, which is relatively empty right now, surprisingly. And then these boxes conceal all kinds of stuff like headphones, my flip tripod, cords, other stuff. And then over here is where my wall of fame is. So these are my students that graduate from their levels or do something great and get their picture taken, thank you cards, artwork that my students do for me, invitations to graduation parties. And that is basically it. So if I would have given this tour about 2 weeks ago, it might have been a little bit more interesting because I would have had a little bit more to talk about and show you here, but I hope this gives you a good overview of my studio as it is, and I look forward to showing you my new one in just a couple weeks. So thanks so much for watching and stay tuned.